Welcome to 950 Lounge Backstage, and we have the awesome duo right now. We have XL and Livewire. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, man. You guys are dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan of the show, first of all. I gotta put that out there.
Clean dope.
Definitely.
Okay.
You got what you want on this point. Let the world know, all right? Hey, it's clean dope and dirty dope. He said clean dope, all right.
Clean dope. It ain't that dirty dope. It ain't that Rick Ross shit. This is the good dope. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You know, thank you guys for having us. You know, we appreciate it. It's been a long time coming because we've been talking about coming to the show, but we've been so busy, and you guys been doing.
We consider you like family. A lot of times we have people that come on our show 2 or 3 times. We consider them family because they know what we bring,
right,
and we know what they bring, and it's not like a one and done. You know, and we want to continue that.
It's a complimentary of respect. Obviously, we built a friendship, but to me, like I always tell people, if we can't respect what we each other do, then it can't go any further. It can't blossom. So we respect what you do, and obviously we appreciate what you feel about us. So that's how we're able now to grow, because the things you do are phenomenal. Like I said, the cruise is crazy. You know what I mean? Me and Backstage on the cruise is like,
yeah. So having a good time right there, man.
It was a very good time, very good time. So you guys are doing some things, but you got something that you got now that you're ending the year off with a bang. Talk about those 2 events.
Yeah, well, tomorrow we have our last show at SOBs. We have a very incredible lineup of artists, independent artists. Like, these guys, they are at the cusp of actually breaking through. You understand what I'm saying? So we're catching these guys at the right moment, because we have a good feeling about these guys. And we have a roster of 12 of them. It's 12 artists. But I believe out of those 12, at least 8 of them next year will be in the cover of XXL magazine, freshman class or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that confident that 8 out of these 12, they're going to be making some major moves in 2016. And we proud to just be able to provide a platform for them. You know what I'm saying? So now we can move forward next year and building these relationships with these artists, so when they get in a position where the platform gets bigger, then our names start ringing more. You know what I mean? So it's like one hand help the other type of situation.
And now I'll let you introduce yourself and what you bring.
Yeah, well, my name is Razor. I represent Razor Sharp Management and Oba World. Our beginnings all are humble, and I'm working in coordination with XL and Livewire. We're actually going to partner with them on the 20th, bringing the tour bus out, the Oba tour bus, and allowing the artists that are performing that night to see what we have to offer. Already have.
Now, they're gonna be in that bus, Razor, anything, you know, good.
Oh, it's gonna
be. I respect your swag. So I got the ass.
Oh, absolutely. We have a drink sponsor behind us, Evan Williams whiskey. So we will be offering, bar buyback and things of that nature.
Nice.
And also, artists have the opportunity to showcase their music and videos on the bus. We have a television on this bus. We have a sound system on this bus. And you're just creating that atmosphere for your fans to enjoy.
Let me ask you something, XL. You ever thought about maybe doing a seminar for young people that would be interested in getting into your business? Because you got so many people that want to be, that want to, but they don't know how to go about getting started.
Absolutely, you hit the nail in the head, because that's for me. I get excited for something like that more than I would get excited for having a $3.5 million yacht. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, okay, it's cool, but I'm not really doing anything for the community other than just just providing a little experience and fun. But when it comes to seminars, we giving back in the sense of education. You know what I'm saying? Like, we enlighten people, and I get more pride in doing something like that. So next year, that's like the next step. We already I have some relationships with the Grand Hyatt Hotel, and we're gonna rent out the ballroom there, and then organize some seminars and panels for individuals to come out, and I will invite certain people.
Me and Kevin, we've been doing this, and so many people, when Kevin talks to them about the music, they don't even know certain things in music. They don't know the spins and stuff. So they need somebody to sit them down and teach them, So you got a lot of young party promoters, but they don't know really how to go about doing it. And somebody with your experience and what you bring, Right. That would help a lot. You know,
And we gonna definitely talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now that you mentioned it, so therefore
He don't tell us everything.
the seed is already. You know what I'm saying?
See, he already put the seed in the ground, but he ain't asked us for no water. You know what I'm saying?
But we're about to make it happen because now that I know, you know what I'm saying, that's something that we could definitely work around and put together and just, you know, put great minds and brainstorm on it and make it come to life because you already spoke life to it. So, you know, and it's ironically because I thought about doing something like that and I just haven't ran into the right people.
I'm just glad you said I have a great mind.
Absolutely, bro. Like, you know what?
Don't say nothing.
Yo, you know what?
Where's my tea?
Yeah, you know what? There's an audience for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like every single person has an audience, and you are great at what you do to that specific audience that deal with you and support you. You know, we might see somebody out there that to us they probably don't connect with them, but they actually do what they do because there's other people that support that type of situation.
On the record, my brother is very intelligent. We cleanse
this is my man.
He's trying to clean the tree. I'm gonna cut that tree down in a minute.
Trust me, like.
Razor, give me them scissors. Let me.
Can you imagine how these two grew up together in the same room?
Y'all should have had a reality show coming up. When y'all was growing up, a reality
Mama
show.
burned the film.
I don't know. We ain't there yet, man. We gonna get something going.
But definitely, we got. That's in 2016. That's one of my visions is to create a panel. You know what I'm saying? I must steal the idea from. I went to DC and they had a similar situation out there. They called it Lunch and Learns. They invite in the afternoons on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? They put together these nice, very upscale situations and then invite very intellectual, great minds to come out and network, and then they'll have a panel of individuals that will speak, and it's just beautiful. DC, I love the wave out there because it's very.
And I think they do something like that in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken.
Also out there in Atlanta, I have a friend out there that gets.
Why we can't do it here?
Right,
And we need to do it here, but
like,
this is so funny you brought that up, Kev, because Kev, a long time ago, I think we were talking about doing something like that.
The round table.
The round and the hotels and stuff and doing like that. So it's just funny how when you connect with the right people, sometimes things become full circle.
They can blossom.
Ideas become full circle. And I think that's the great thing about this show with 950 Lounge and being able to have awesome guests like you, you guys coming on to the show, because you get to have conversations that you don't get to have all the time, every day, but these are ideas that stay in your mind. So to be able to have it come out of your mouth and hear it full tuition and have it go around creates opportunities like this, or for someone else that's looking at this like, you know what? Instead of this being a thought, let me start speaking this. Let me start sharing what I may want to do and see things blossom. So people understand it's a business behind what you said. Being on a yacht or just saying I'm making money doing shows or helping artists. It's a business. And if you don't get the business concept behind it, then your dreams will just sit to be a dream because you won't know how to work it. So
absolutely.
My motto for my business is plan to act and act on plan. It's simple.
And I think now it's very important for us as young and middle-aged adults to start lecturing to these young people. These young people don't know right from left no more. And instead of always pointing our finger at them, yo, you ain't doing right, pull them aside and talk to them. That's the problem. I think so many people don't talk no more. They just act.
You know what?
Start talking to them.
Going back to the earlier conversation you guys were having in the show about the presidential elections and things of that nature. I'm not a political person. I'm far from that. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that we are in an era where we have to become our own hero. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't. You know what I'm saying? So you got to become your own hero. And it's like, don't depend on the government. Don't depend on nobody. Like I don't care what they do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the government is doing, because at the end of the day, I know I'm going to be okay and my people's going to be okay. Because as long as I'm alive, I'm going to take care of my people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of like, that's the cape you got to wear now. You know what I'm saying? And then imagine if we're in a table full of superheroes. Now we got a Justice League now. So we don't need a government. The Justice League don't function with the government. You know, you remember watching that growing up. They don't care what the government was doing. In fact, that's what we got to do. That's what we have to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to put on a cape and say, you know what? Y'all do what y'all do. We'll be over here handling our business. Well, you know, you know what, Superman?
I'm a black man. Black man.
Superman's cool, but I ain't gonna be wearing no underwear. Bottle man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, but you know, we're at that point now where we have to just become our own hero. And I feel like, you know, connecting with the right people, we're gonna get to that level.
Real quick, before we get to this segment again, man, you're just a wealth of knowledge on everything. Talk about where people can find you at, more information, want to audition for a lot of your events,
all right,
and also for these 2 events, where can we share?
Well, definitely follow the movement at success_Sundays on Instagram, and also at Excel_Livewire on Instagram. And you can also Google Excel Livewire. All of our information is there. And you know, we have auditions starting from January next year, 2016, all the way throughout the year. We're doing things in New Orleans. We will be in Atlanta. We'll be in so many different other areas, Virginia, as well as in New York, doing some major things. And also, you know, just as long as you follow 950, you know, you can get a hold of us. If you can get a hold of us in social media, just hit up Kev. They got our, you know, our information is there.
Cool. Stay tuned.
You want to give your?
Sure. My IG is @_RS Management and @Razor86. RAYZOR.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming up today. We'll definitely see you at these events these next couple of weeks, and again, continued success.
Thank you.
And they'll be back.
You always, you barely have a seat here now because they see all the chairs and tables. Well, you know, we would say you have a seat, but you know, you gotta have.
It don't matter.
You have to call
stand
us.
up for this. We can stand up.
Not to be backstage.